Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Omori. So we're now under the sea. Do 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 do. Please don't sue.
You can't just say, please don't
I don't.
sue.
I remember that song going very differently. Who was Sebastian? Who was Sebastian talking to?
Is this the overlords?
Toll
Come on,
Gator.
you've got friends.
Wow, what a dick.
Toll Gator. I get it. That's a pun on toll gates.
Which I think is also a pun on Colgate, the toothpaste.
Why are we getting into creepy taxi cabs?
Because if you don't take the taxi cab, the area infinitely loops.
So this is part of the last resort.
Yes. Well, this is the last resort.
Did it sink?
No.
Suffocation. You see, we're underwater,
They-
so there's suffocation, no breathing. Oh God, what's the rest of the word? Stop my life screaming.
I thought the last resort was in the Sahara Desert. Come on.
No, that was the Orange Oasis. This is the last resort.
Okay, I was confused as to why you named the part that. Because I was like, no, the last resort is the final, like one of the final areas of the game.
Well, I named the part that because Ted sang the line from the song, actually. But, you know.
Okay.
Well, there
So we
was
just,
a reference to the last resort, so you know.
There was a sign that said the last resort. I
Yeah.
was confused.
I think I was like one of the first instances that you learn about that area, but you don't actually go there until now.
Do you think
Hurry,
maybe...
you're black in the basket.
I think
I
maybe...
thought you had a symbolic death scene going on here, Mari. You're really, you know, screwing with the narrative here. All right.
Yeah, so it turns out that everyone from the forest area has relocated to here, the last resort.
They all got jobs, which
They all got
hate.
jobs.
That's depressing.
I like how Kel just couldn't remember why they were all here.
Do they explain why this change happened? Is this just like Omori's shifting viewpoint on the move?
Oh, as in like all the
Why all the
all the residents are like here.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is reason for it, but this is the bitchy thing about it. Like we really can't get into it without talking about like the major reveal or like the wham moment of this game.
How far out is the wham moment?
We're not terribly far from it. We still got a ways to go though.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this like a careless whisper wham, or is this a wake me up before you go wham?
I don't know what any of that means.
John, how dare you, disrespect the memory of George Michael like this? I am offended.
You see, when you say wake me up before you go, I just think of everyone dousing themselves in gasoline in Zoolander.
Wait, is that what plays during that scene? It has been a long time since I've played. Since I've watched Zoolander.
Yep,
That
that's what the
movie's
song
hilarious,
plays.
though. I should watch it.
Yeah, it's a great movie. This is a side quest that I wish we could have activated a little earlier, because when I was playing the game for myself, I was a little confused by the floating hats that you will occasionally see in different areas of the game. And it's because they're actually ghosts. But you can't interact with them.
Well, we got the O key, which is good because I'd be surprised if the O key was anywhere but the room with the random floating O's. That's a little confusing.
Good Lord. Like, so as it was well established earlier, the letters are important for unlocking the final area of the game, essentially. But you're also essentially playing a game of Hangman. And so you have to understand, I haven't played Hangman in years. And I was just picking up every letter along the way as I was going, not realizing that, dude, you're playing Hangman. If you guess wrong too many times, you lose.
The game doesn't lock you out of it. If you
No, it doesn't. But I didn't know that.
So you have to get them in the right order, or
You have to get the right letters.
Okay,
so there's some you have to purposefully leave behind.
No,
Because you're spelling a specific phrase.
Okay, so the random holes that you keep like jumping down into the abyss of is giving me some serious Silent Hill 2 vibes. Because that was an ongoing thing in that game, particularly in the prison area, where James would, see a bottomless pit, look down into the bottomless pit, and then just without hesitation leap into it and land in another area. One of those things that kind of just, made it really obvious that something was really going trippy with what was going on.
Yeah, anytime you pick up a letter, essentially, it leaves a hole. And if you go into the hole, you get more of a lore moment.
Oh, I see.
In that specific case, you fall into this pit with a TV with 2 videotapes. The problem is you can only pick one. If you pick one, the other one disappears. So you have to save scum to see both if you really care, or you just go with one. And one features Omori, one features Basil. But both elicit the same sort of response. You see them in a very distraught moment. Basil especially, because my dude looks like he just saw his parents fucking.
Oh no.
You see, I spoiled the ending for myself, so I know where this is all going. I just don't know precisely how it gets there. Does the tape you pick affect anything?
No.
Okay. You went into the bathroom and got the P key.
Yes.
I just realized that.
Lewd. So wait, so do you have to, when you collect a letter, it automatically puts it into that segment there?
Yes.
You don't get to choose which letter does what? Okay.
No, it does that automatically.
What the?
And for every letter that you pick up that doesn't belong in the phrase itself, adds more limbs to the hangman.
You will never run out of chances, though, as long as you get all the right letters. You will get to the.
Well, you can't pick up every letter in one route.
Yeah.
Why not?
It's because of some letters are only available in areas that are exclusive to certain routes.
Oh, okay.
But again, I didn't know that, so I scared myself into thinking I was gonna fuck up.
I guess Omori just can't reattach the keys to his keyboard without also pressing the buttons.
Well, at that point, just unplug the keyboard.
That's pretty hard. The easiest way is to just push it down, Do your missing party members get XP during this segment?
Nope.
So they'll be underleveled compared to Kel when you get them back.
Which is why I'm running away from everything, because I want them to be on the same.
When I was here myself, I was not fighting a lot because I only had Omori and Kel.
It's one of my RPG pet peeves. I think I mentioned this before, but everybody needs the same experience, otherwise I will cry.
Yeah, I'm the same way. If someone dies and I can't revive them before the battle ends, everyone's at level 30, Kel's at 29. Fuck.
It bothers me.
It's also like when you're looking at their menu screen and it says oh, I've got 5,300 experience, 5,300 experience, 5,300 experience, 5,126 experience. Oh no.
Piece of shit.
Do you know how hard it is to get that to be back to normal the old-fashioned way? It's fucking impossible, man.
I guess something like the sphere grid kind of removes that anxiety because everyone's always at sphere level 0 because you're using up all their sphere levels at the same time. So
if you have 3 spheres that you have to put in, they're at sphere level 3, and then as you put them in, you.
Well, everyone pulls from the same stock of spheres, so.
Oh, okay. So in Final Fantasy X, if I don't want Waka on my team, I can take all of his spheres and put him into.
Well, it's more you use their sphere levels to move them around the grid, and you use spheres from your shared inventory to fill in the spheres on their grid. So nobody actually has spheres. You have spheres in the item box, and you use them on everyone.
Yeah, like gaining sphere levels in 10 doesn't necessarily mean guaranteed stat increases. Everything's tied to the sphere grid.
Yeah, you have to get spheres in battle and use them on the sphere grid to fill in the spheres.
But if you never put any into Waka, he'll just never get stronger.
He'll never get sphere experience, basically, or sphere levels for you to move around in his section of the sphere.
He'll never get stats or abilities beyond what he starts with if you don't put spheres in, yeah.
So you can ignore him, put him in a corner, and then make everybody else better because you're not giving him any.
Now think about what you've done.
You're not going to get through the game without using Waka, because Waka is one of the only 3 characters who can fight underwater.
And there are mandatory underwater encounters.
Yeah. Whenever the summoner's party has to go through an underwater section, they make Tidus, Waka, and Riku take point because they're the only ones who can breathe underwater long enough to fight. Which basically means they can breathe underwater infinitely. They have water breathing rings.
I was thinking they're the only folks that can swim.
Sorry?
Maybe if, Lulu took off her 30 belts, she would be able to swim. Have you ever thought about that?
I also think Lulu is incredibly buoyant.
I mean, probably. I wouldn't be surprised.
All right, let's see. Wait, what was that? The Life Jam guy?
Oh yeah.
It's been a while since we've seen him. Jeez.
He sells you life jams in case you need them.
You'll need them later.
You'll need them later, or if you've already leveled up Hero enough, you get his natural life jam ability because Hero is essentially the white mage.
Man, imagine if Final Fantasy had a Phoenix Down guy or a Phoenix Down girl. Maybe it's Chocolina. I don't know, but
I was gonna say, isn't that just Chocolina from 13?
Oh, except in this case, she serves a purpose. Man, the entire Final Fantasy 13 trilogy was so nonsensical. Just narratively, when across the 3 games, it's like they couldn't decide on a direction at all. Why are we talking to a floating pair of Marco Groucho glasses?
He's a ghost. He got lost on the way to the party.
Was it the actual ghost of Marco Groucho?
Isn't it Groucho Marx?
Groucho Marx, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, Ryan already activated the ghost side quest, so now he can tell him to go where they need to go.
I heard someone call it Marco Groucho, and that's just the name that stuck in my head because I guess it got I guess it got tangled up with Marco Polo, and that's just
no, that's fine.
That's just how it comes up in my brain. Your name is Barely.
Yeah, we got the tether ball for her at the start of the game so she could teach us headbutt.
I see.
She also makes you the best weapon for Aubrey if you bring her the right item.
I'm just saying, if your name was Barely, your parents must not have had much faith in you. Did that pun not land?
No, not at all.
Look, just barely. You're barely making it.
Stop, Lewis.
You don't have.
Listen, this pun's grizzly.
You're not making any sense.
You're not really gonna go above and beyond. You're just barely enough. It's not. No. Okay.
This is unbearable.
No, that pun doesn't work. That's not what that word is.
Leave it to the professionals, Lewis. All right.
Y'all just don't recognize an actually good. You don't actually.
You have to have a certain IQ
to. or at least a Q.
Oh shit! I didn't mean that.
Wait, where's the hole?
It's not a letter for the phrase, so it doesn't count.
Oh. That kind of gives away what letters actually.
Well, if you get
we're so far into the game. At this point, when I got here, I knew exactly what the phrase was going to be.
Oh.
Even without having all the letters. So.
Well, if you're good at Hangman, then you do know what the phrase is going to be.
Or Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune is just Hangman with extra steps.
And money.
But so But you said you get a piece of lore for each key you find, even the wrong ones. So if you don't
then I misspoke.
Oh. Wait, so you don't get lore for the wrong ones?
No.
You get lore for the correct keys.
Oh, okay. But you don't know that unless if you've already gotten
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
Hey, what is Aubrey doing here?
She's a secretary.
She's working a desk job.
Wait, did they all get brainwashed into working at the last resort?
No. It's just that they decided that they just work here. Again, it's weird because of the things happening in the background, but yeah, everyone just works here now. Because whatever, it's like they're kids in a dream world, and they work jobs now. And apparently, the employee of the millennium is Hero. That's why you see pictures of him on the wall, because he's considered the best employee.
The employee of the millennium? Damn.
So he can do everything.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
At least according to Sonny's mind, he can.
So why doesn't he do everything? Then Aubrey would...
in regards to what?
So his name is... Everything. Why doesn't he do every job if he can do everything? Come on.
Because he's the boss's right-hand man.
It's funny that the hero worship is happening for not his brother, but his best friend's brother in his brain.
He's the older kid that he looks up to, you know?
Yeah.
I like this. I actually really like this guy. 'Cause that's Kel whistling right now in the elevator.
Ah, I can't hear
How
it
can
because
you
my
tell
volume
it's
is down.
him?
Guess you'll see something in a second.
Give it a second.
Ah, I hear it now. Let's turn that volume down. Stop that.
Aubrey's
Long
no fun.
I like the genuine, like, friendly banter that goes on between the dream kids. Kind of makes their estrangement in the real world more depressing, though. Man, I keep looking at these monster sprites and expecting to go into, like, a close-up view like you'd get in Undertale of all the NPCs that have shops and shit.
So everyone signed a contract to work for him for no pay.
Wait, really?
Forever, yes.
Yes.
Why?
That's a good question.
Mr. Jawsum has a lot of charisma, and he's also a shark.
Okay.
But here's the thing, though, is like, because like they're confronting him, saying that we don't want to work with you anymore, and Jawsum's like, okay, but you gotta take Kel with you because he's a bad employee. like even Mr. Jawsum was nothing to do with Kel.
Man, this guy's a dick.
He's not going to give up Hero, though.
Wait, his very presence increases my work output by 700%? What?
Because everyone likes Hero.
Or you could just take the pool table out of your office and focus a bit more.
What? Hero. What are you doing?
Being a good employee, I guess. Suck up.
This all really is illogical and abrupt in the way a dream would be from day to day. Because, you know, when you're dreaming, even if the dream seems to make sense in the moment, it's very disconnected from anything that you may have done or dreamed.
Have you guys considered joining a union?
Oh, no, don't say the U word around Mr. Jawsum.
I'm sorry, I mean unity with corporate profits.
I meant onion.
Yeah.
Onion is what I meant.
Onion, yeah, definitely.
How could I forget something so important? They're all forgetting this.
Yes.
Tofu fundraiser, the fuck?
Yes, for all the sprout moles we've murdered.
That's when I kind of thought that that's where it was leading. It was like, was Mr. Jawsum just like a sprout mole in disguise because like they live and die by tofu? No, it's completely unrelated. Tofu is just like a very rare commodity. Well, not a rare commodity, but it's like a valuable commodity in this world. I don't get it.
Oh no. When the bad guy snaps their finger.
Do you think that those are his eyebrows or sunglasses?
Those are sunglasses.
They're sunglasses.
Okay, so, boss fight? Already? I was...
Sort of.
Yeah, I mean, for all intents and purposes, it is. But so this one on the surface may seem annoying. It's not that bad. So what happens is that you have to take care of his goons in the front, but he will keep calling in reinforcements, but he only has so many goons.
So it's not an endless parade of goons.
No, it's not an endless. Yeah, that's what I thought it was at first. Like, oh boy, so I have to ignore the goons and just hit him directly. And no, you once you kill, I think at least like 4 of them or 5, he runs out of reinforcements, and you can just attack him directly without having to worry about all that stuff.
Can you not do damage to him while there's goons in front?
You can.
No, it's doing 0. So you have to remove at least 1 goon before you can hit Mr. Jawsum.
Okay, because I recall doing damage to him directly with, I guess, one of the raid wise that I did.
Right.
Because every character at some point will get like a multi-targeting attack. Like Kel gets ricochet, Aubrey gets beat down. I don't remember if Hero gets anything.
She just does a telekinetic punch that hits everyone. It's weird. Man. Oh, Mr. Jawsum doesn't really have all that much health, does he?
No.
No, that's why he's got flunkies. But he can make everyone angry on command, which makes it a little annoying because, you know, angry goons hit harder. But they also take more damage too. And if you have the right stat for it too, you can also like use that to your advantage. I think the advantage over angry was happy.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, because I know the advantage for angry is sad. Like if you're angry and attacking a sad goon, you do more damage to them. But yeah, off the top of my head, I don't exactly remember all the rock paper scissors elements of this. Good job though.
Thank you.
Beat the game.